let's get the biggest knife in the drawer and cut the bullshit. All right? Because this is going a bit too long now. I think some of y'all lost the plot in this. All right? Y'all lost the plot. The truth is, I think at this point, all three companies got y'all suckered. They ain't get me suckered, because all I did was pop shit on Twitter, talking shit. We'll have the conversations, but that's about it. But some of y'all knee deep in the bullshit. Well, all three companies knee deep in the bullshit. So guess what? Professor Porterrock's going to help you out, all right? Class is in session. Have a seat. It's time to get you some of this education, all right? It's time to upgrade your high school diploma and trying to bump you up to a bachelor's, all right? This is your boy, PorterRock77. Welcome back to your channel. As usual, I am your only friend in these YouTube streets, period. Your only friend, because no one's going to help any of y'all out. Whether you're Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, no one is obviously going to help y'all out at this point, okay? Now, to see what I'm talking about, this whole crossplay and all this stuff. All right. Recently, we know the whole thing. I'm not going to recap the whole crap. If you don't, then obviously this video is not for you if you're that lost. But pretty much it's about Sony not cross-playing with Nintendo and Microsoft. Okay, that's not the whole thing. So for the first couple of days, we had the memes. We have cross-play Chrissy with the doll. We got little memes and pictures of PlayStation being alone. All that fun stuff. Okay, but now it went from just bantering and talking shit, popping console wars, having fun, all that, to now people seriously think this is the end-all, be-all. Let me tell you something. Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony got you all suckered if you can't see it. Here's the absolute truth, okay? We're going to break down number two because everybody thinks, oh, this is the future cooperation and if, this is how gaming... Shut up. Let me tell you something, all right? Let's speak on freaking facts. If this was truly the future and the next big thing, then the big wigs of multiplayer gaming will be all about it. We're talking Call of Duty, we're talking Battlefield, we're talking Madden, we're talking 2K18. None of them are even saying the word crossplay. Alright? The biggest multiplayer games, year after year after year, ain't saying a damn thing. Alright? It's normally these little, smaller titles or free-to-plays or titles that don't have a big whatever community. The big guns, you're not going to hear Madden talk about crossplay. You're not going to hear Call of Duty talk about crossplay. You're not going to hear Battlefield talk about crossplay. You're sure as hell not going to see Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, or future Grand Theft Autos talk about crossplay. They're not going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about the facts why. All right? Number one, for these big companies, crossplay kills sales. I had a conversation with my boy Family 2K. He wasn't understanding it, all right? And it was hard, because it's hard to explain on Twitter, but I'm going to do it live here, all right? Okay? This is how it is. This is why it kills sales. Right now, all these big multiplayer games, the Maddens, the 2Ks, the Call of Duties, the Battlefields, there is no crossplay with nobody, okay? So whatever platform you on, you got to buy the game on that platform, right? And if you want to play with your boys on another platform, right? You got to buy that version too, okay? So, for example, if you have a PS4 and you got Call of Duty, you got Madden, you got 2K18, and you want to play with your boys with Xbox, you got to buy an Xbox and you got to buy that game. You can't use the PS4 version to play with that. Vice versa, okay? If you're a dude that wants to play with your boys in Madden, Call of Duty, Battlefield, whatever, all right? And you want to play with your boys on PlayStation, you want to play with your boys on Steam, you want to play with your boys on Xbox, you got to buy 3 copies on every platform. And EA gives no... Oh, man, I just want to curse so bad right now. EA does not care. Activision doesn't care. None of them care. Buy 3 copies or just enjoy the 1 copy that you have. Your choice. Okay? That's the reality. It kills sales for them. Yes. Oh, and it's not saying, oh, Puerto Rico, are you siding? It's not siding with the companies. It's telling you facts. Because y'all talking bullshit on Twitter. All right? Elevate your goddamn knowledge. Elevate your knowledge, people. Like, what are we doing here? It's cool to pop shit, talk shit, try to hurt feelings, snaps, memes, we got it. But some of y'all are having actual gaming conversations and you're talking crap out your mouth, having no idea what you're talking about. All right? So that's fact number 1. Crossplay kills sales for the bigwigs. Activision wants you to buy more than one copy of Call of Duty. Because you have to play with your other friends on other platforms. If you don't, cool, you don't. You only buy one copy. No loss. Because either way, they're going to get at least one copy from you. But if you want to play with more friends on different platforms, you got to buy more copies. So they're going to get more sales. Crossplay doesn't allow for more sales. Because let's say if Call of Duty was cross-playable with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, then you only need one copy, and that one copy will allow you to play with any game on any platform. Activision don't want that. EA does not want that. Whatchamacallit? They don't want that with Madden. They want that with Battlefield. Look at all the Grand Theft Auto 5 sales. They sold like 100 million. And that's because people bought it from PS3 to PS4. And they're like, oh, I want to play with my boys on Xbox, so I'll buy that version. Oh, snap, it's on PC, I'll buy that version too. You got people who bought 4 or 5 versions of the same game. From 360 to Xbox, PS3 to Xbox to PlayStation 4, the Steam copy, they all bought that. And God forbid that shit comes out on Switch. I'm not going to say God forbid as in it shouldn't, but wait till it comes out on Switch if it does. All those people that have the Xbox, the PlayStation, the PC version of the game, they're going to buy the Switch because now they can take it to go. So that's 4 copies. And that's assuming they didn't buy the PS3 and 360 version because that's like 6 or 7 copies of the same game. And Rockstar don't give a damn if one person buys 6 copies because that's still 6 individual sales for them. That's money in their pocket from the same gamer. So they don't want to take that away because if they put crossplay on all platforms, then that one gamer buys 1 copy, there's no extra revenue for the company. And I'm not here defending, saying, oh, that's right. I don't care about Rockstar money. I'm putting knowledge in your brain so you can stop looking stupid on social media. Mente, cabrón. Use your little damn brain for once. That's the problem with you suckers. I don't understand why. I understand y'all want to talk shit and you know and participate in a constant war to have fun. I do it for fun and you know what I'm saying, just to pull grip shots, to have fun, so whatever. Because at the end of the day, I know the shit that I talk doesn't really impact gaming. It's not gonna there's nobody making decisions on me shit talking about Xbox or whatever platform. That's not happening. It's just Twitter talk, all right? But y'all dudes, y'all literally put the console before your own intelligence, and that's mad weird. That's mad weird. All right? Because y'all sound mad stupid, and I don't know why you choose to look stupid for your preferred platform. Why are you putting your preferred platform before your own critical thinking? I don't get that. That's way beyond that. I can't figure that out, all right? So anyway, I passed fact number 1. Fact number 2. The market leader does not benefit from crossplay. That's why the market leader will never side with crossplay. Notice I said the market leader. This gen, the market leader was Sony. Sony ain't trying to hear crossplay with his competitors. Last gen, the market leader, the one that was selling all the games, the one that was getting the most game sales, the one that was getting all the parties, exclusive support and all that stuff, was Xbox. Xbox ain't trying to hear about crossplay back then. It isn't all different people. No, it's market leadership. And I'm going to explain again. Because it seems like y'all don't know. How y'all don't know? It's beyond me, so I'm going to teach you. So just shut up and listen. Listen, all right? Don't flap. Don't go in the comment section and start rambling. No, just shut up and listen, all right? When a console, and I'm just going to keep it generic to the company, all right? Hell, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to use me, for example, all right? Let's pretend I made a console, the Porter Rock box, right? Versus, let's say, Zaire's next-gen box and the Emperor's fucking Emperor box. So all 3 of us making, a console. Porter Rock box, next-gen box, Emperor box, right? My console's the market leader. It's the most consoles sold all around the globe. It's the one selling the most. I'm destroying my 2 competitors, right? Why the hell do I want to cross-play with them when the fact is, because my console is the #1 selling console, that means more people own my console, which means the people who don't own a console and wants to play with their friends, the odds are their friends have my console. So that new customer is going to buy my console. That new customer is going to buy the Porter Rock box because his or her friends owns the Porter Rock box. Why the hell do I want to give up that advantage for a bum-ass Emperor box and a crappy-ass Next Gen box? Who gives a fuck about those boxes? They're not part of my company. I care about my shit. I don't give a fuck what Emperor box does. That box could disappear from the face of the earth. I don't give a fuck. It's not my console, not my problem. All I know is people who don't own consoles, they're buying the Porter Rock box. Why? Because their friends own the Porter Rock box. If I sign on to this crossplay stuff, that advantage goes away. Because now you can buy the crappy-ass Emperor box and still play with the people in the Porter Rock box. So then people have no incentive to buy more box. Excuse me. People have no incentive. Every person that decides to be like, oh man, I don't have to buy the Porter Rock box because I can still buy the Emperor box or the Next Gen box and still play with people on the Porter Rock box. All right, cool. I'm going to buy the Next Gen box. Fuck that. Buy my shit. Don't be buying their bullshit. Buy my shit. Because now what happens, because you bought their shit, I lost you as a customer, which means the annual subscription to pay doesn't come to me, it's going to them. Any third-party multi-plats you buy, I don't get royalties off that. They get royalties. So again, why do I want to play with these two bums? It doesn't benefit my company and what I do. Do you understand now? Is this a hard concept for y'all to understand? Or is your love for plastic somehow stopping you from this education? Y'all looking retarded. Nintendo, Microsoft give oh my God, I will curse. Lord, they don't care. They're using y'all because they're not the market leader. If Nintendo was the market leader, oh my God, they will give two craps about what Microsoft and Sony does. You're talking about the company, right? Right? Let me tell you something. I'm going to use Nintendo, right? When Nintendo was at its height with the Wii, okay? When sales was pumping, where they couldn't even keep the Wii stock for like a week before it gets sold out, right? Nintendo did one thing during that time frame, right? Xbox was advocating Wii 60. Right? They advocated that crap. Why? Because for the price of a 360 and a Wii, for the price of a PS3, which is $600, you can buy two consoles, an Xbox 360 and the Wii. Microsoft, being smart, could thinking, you know what? We could use this advantage to convince the consumer, don't buy one console, buy two consoles for that same price, right? Makes sense. Microsoft's trying to be kumbaya. They're like, yo, we could kill PlayStation by joining up. Wii 60, dog. You know what Reggie Phil says? He says they rather prefer just buy Wii and with the rest of the money buy more Wii products. Reggie didn't do kumbaya at that time. He didn't do kumbaya with Microsoft saying, yeah, you're right. Instead of buying a PS3, you can buy two consoles. Cool, unity, more games, more platform, more choices for every game out there. Reggie was like, hell no. We prefer you to buy Wii and buy more Wii products. Why? Because they were number one. They were outselling 360. They were outselling PS3. They didn't need 360 to sell Wii units. So why the hell was Reggie going to co-sign that statement? He didn't need 360. They were outselling 360. They were outselling everybody. In fact, they were the only console that gen that sold 100 million. Nintendo didn't need anybody. All right? Now we fast forward before the Wii U. Before the Wii U launch, where Nintendo finished off the gen strong, yada, 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 boom, bang, top of the line, right? EA went to Nintendo, be like, yo, we can build your online infrastructure, give you a great infrastructure to rival Microsoft and Nintendo. Nintendo said, fuck off. All right? We're 100 million. We on top of the game. Get the hell out of here. We don't need your network. We don't need nothing from you. Even though EA was going to give them everything. You know what I'm saying? Party chat, achievements, everything. They were going to hook the online up. Nintendo's like, man, get out of here. They were like, Drake, Stiff arming them. Why? Because before the Wii U flopped, Nintendo finished off the gen strong. They didn't need nobody. Notice how they went from that now to like, Microsoft, can we use your Xbox like gamer tag? You got dudes earning Xbox achievements on the Switch. Don't you find that a huge contrast? Why? Because Nintendo got their ass handed with the Wii U. And despite Nintendo's first year having amazing sales, selling record-breaking numbers, PlayStation still outsold the Switch for 2017. Nintendo's not the top market leader. So now, yeah, they're all about it. The market leader gives no F's about other people, other support. That's just the bottom line. If you're the market leader, you're going to be interested in your own investment. That's how it always is. Nintendo and Microsoft are not the market leaders. They're begging people to buy their console, whatever. They see Sony, well, not really, Nintendo's not really begging because that console's selling. The bottom line, they see Sony as the number one seller. They're trying to slow that down. The console's 5 years old and that thing is selling like if it's brand new. That's all Microsoft and Nintendo's trying to do. They're trying to stop the bleeding. Sony, month after month, the damn thing just keeps selling worldwide. And Nintendo, Microsoft doesn't have an answer for that. So they're hoping this will work. That's all it is. All of y'all dudes are pawns. Especially you dudes that don't even play Fortnite. The hell are you in this conversation for? Y'all don't even play the damn game. Some of y'all owned Xboxes for the longest. But you decide to play Fortnite for the first time on Switch. Y'all ain't interested in all this. Y'all are pawns in those whole things. And therefore, you dudes writing for Sony, bro, they don't care about this stuff. They're only doing it because they're number one. If Sony was not number one, they would do crossplay. Don't think Sony's not doing crossplay because of any other reason. They're only not doing it because they're number one. If they weren't number one, you would see Sony doing crossplay. That's just the bottom line. Everybody in this community who's really seriously and thought-provoking over this shit, y'all a bunch of morons. It's really not that hard. If you're trying to have serious conversation. Market leader, no crossplay. Losers, crossplay. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And as far as the future, no. If it's the future, then EA has to sign on board with that. Activision has to sign on board with that. Ubisoft has to sign on board with that. Those are the big developers, and they consistently push out the biggest multiplayer games every year. And now free-to-play so nothing. $60 big budget multiplats that are multiplayer centric. The Call of Duty, the Battlefield, Division 2. Let's see Division 2 have crossplay. Let's see Anthem have crossplay. Ain't none of those games gonna have no damn crossplay. Hell no. Alright? Listen to what I said in this video. Learn. Use your brain. Focus. Knowledge. If you're talking shit and you're popping stuff on Twitter, it's all good. That's all banter. It is what it is. No one should be heartbroken. But if you really want to have a serious conversation about this whole crossplay thing, then you got to be serious and real about how the industry is. You got to be real and face the facts that none of these companies have any love for gamers. It's all about their bottom line. They work for a company. They get paid for a company. These companies pay them salaries so they can live in their nice houses. They send their kids to private schools and they drive their Maseratis. All right? That's the reality. These dudes are millionaires. What makes you think that their best and number one interest isn't into the company they work for that's providing them their livelihood? All right? They have stock options. They got lots of money saved in the bank. They got homes out in whatchamacallit, out in in the Hamptons in New York. They mingle around with expensive champagne. Their kids are in private school, receiving better education than any of us. They live in beautiful homes. They go trips all year round. All that stuff. Fly first class. Many of them have private jets. And it's because of the company they work for. What makes you think you're honestly their number one invested interest? It's their company. Whatever their company needs, they're going to do. They will abandon any of us like that for more money. Make no mistake about it. So enough of the foolishness. If you're going to talk serious gaming, if you're going to talk serious concepts, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to have serious conversations, if you're going to try to act like you know whatever you know on Twitter, usa la mente, coño. The brain, bro. Sit back, relax. Stop with your love for plastic, all right? Put your own education, put critical thinking first if you want to have a serious. Now, if you're just out there popping shit, you know, trolling and just trying to get a reaction, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. But I don't think you dudes are doing that anymore. I think we're beyond the trolling or whatever. I think you dudes seriously have these conversations, and I think some of you really believe that Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony have your best interests at heart. I think you guys honestly believe that, and you guys got issues. Listen to me, they don't. Their number one loyalty is to their own company, okay? That's who's paying them. You are not paying them, they're paying them. All right? This is your boy Porter Rock 77. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, because apparently I'm the only goddamn YouTuber that's willing to keep it real and educate y'all and give y'all real knowledge, apparently. I'm your only friend in these YouTube streets. The only one, all right? So hit the subscribe button and welcome to the channel. To everybody else, thank you for supporting the channel. Of course, like always, check out the description box. Hit me up on Twitter so we can continue the conversation and the education. All right? This is your boy Porter Rock 77, and I'm out. Peace.